What's up, y'all? Welcome back to an ESPN NFL 2K5 franchise rebuild with the Detroit Lions. We got a couple more weeks to go in the season, and while we have clinched a playoff spot, the work is certainly not done. A home field advantage is up for grabs with the three NFC North teams, all with just 4 losses apiece. We're playing the Green Bay Packers up next, and we are still without Charles Rogers or Alvin Fowler for one more week. So next week we'll be getting them back as we take a look at that playoff picture. We did this after we had simulated up to our game, so Minnesota had won their game this week already. That's why they're in the first place spot at 11-4. But regardless, we're going to take on the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Brooks in this episode. He's got 2,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions in his first full season with the Packers after being traded from the Saints midway through last season. Ahman Green has 800 and almost 50 yards with 12 touchdowns. Javon Walker rocking out with 567 yards and 5 touchdowns so far on the season. And of course, you can't forget about Big Bubba Franks over there as well. On the defensive side of the ball, they do not have nearly as much talent. Their best player is Nick Barnett at an 89 overall, and they will be without the services of Hannibal Navies, who is still out for 4 more weeks with that torn calf muscle. You've already seen our injuries on the Lions side, so, we're a better team than the Packers. We beat them in the season opener. We have a better overall. That defense is looking very porous. And so if you think we're going to run away with the victory here, make sure that you are indeed smashed up on that subscribe button. Leaving a like or a comment always helps us in that YouTube algorithm as well. And we're going to send it on down to Chris Berman in the studio. Boomer, take it away.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Up next on ESPN. Hi, it's Week 16 and another typically wild season of the NFL. Ho, ho, ho! The stockings are hung by the chimney with care. But which teams are going to find a playoff berth in their stocking? Which ones will find the dreaded cold? We'll see, but first, an interesting late-season matchup for you on ESPN. Lions, Packers, next!
Hi folks, I'm Dan Stevens. Welcome to historic Lambeau Field. Here with me in the booth, my longtime associate, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game has got a playoff atmosphere with a chance at the #1 spot in the division at stake.
Well, the pressure's on, Dan, you better believe it.
The Packers will start this first play of the drive at their own 21-yard line. Green has his number called on first down and chews up about 4 on the play. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so.
Green gets the call again, and he gets past the line. Tackled at the 30. Hamilton tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Lions get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 35-yard line. Anderson hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. Breeze throws this one right sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete. Richards reels in the football, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Foster picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Roman puts a lick on the receiver and Breeze fires this one over the middle, and it's complete at the 23. Eventually tackled at the 21. That will bring up 1st down. Foster takes it off the top and runs into traffic. Brought down at the 19. Breeze zings it to the right side, and the catch is made at the 14. Stopped at the 10. It will be first down. Foster chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Breeze rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Webster makes a tough catch, and that's a touchdown.
Webster tutors his man on the finer points of coverage on this play.
A nice catch, but also a nice move. Here's the extra point, and it's good. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Brooks throws this on a rope, and the ball is caught at the 28, eventually pushed out of bounds at the 35. First down. Walker makes the catch out to the left and gains a couple. All right. Throws it for the third time and gains about 3 yards. Farmer makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Lions had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their own 28-yard line. Lennon penetrates and stops that back at the 27. Breeze passes this one, and it's complete at the 45. 45. Chased down at the 39. It will be first down. Foster loses 2, and that brings up second down. Eventually slides down at the 31. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Lions are out in front, 7-0. Davenport gets the ball on third down and heads out right. Finally dropped at the 20. That will bring up first down. Bulldozes right of center and chews up about 4 on the play. Davenport picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down.
They get some good yardage out of this one, Dan, and they do it a number of good ways. Good line blocking, good downfield blocking, and a nifty run to boot. Nice play.
He may not have the carries, but the times he has carried it, good things have happened. Here's the point after, and it's good. Peter, it looks like the playoff race is shaping up.
Well, it sure is, Dan.
We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 23-yard line. Farmer tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Brooks rifles it out left side, and it falls incomplete.
Well, Dan, we got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their dime. Let's watch.
Farmer makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. That will bring up fourth down. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at their 42-yard line. Foster takes the handoff and passes the line. Dragged down at the 45. Breeze throws a bullet to the left, and it's complete at the 44. Davenport has his number called on 3rd down and picks up the 1st down. Breeze floats this one out to the right sidelines, and the ball's caught at the 26. Hunted down at the 23. 1st down. Foster picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Breeze throws a bullet here, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Williams catches it left sideline, and he's in for the score.
Roy Williams has 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, "I'll take that, thank you very much."
Now the extra point, and it's good. Their offense will start this vital drive at their own 20-yard line. Walker goes in motion. Green gains 8 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Green gets the call again and picks up the 1st down. Green chews up 9 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Green gets his 7th carry of the game and searches for a hole. Owen tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. Brooks throws a heater, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Breeze fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a 1st down. Rips him down in the back. The Lions take their 1st. Breeze throws a bullet, and it's caught at the 47, and he's stopped right there. Webster catches it over the middle, and the Lions will take it. Breeze throws this one right sideline, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so.
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. Breeze throws it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. No good. Incomplete. Old was on the field. Hansen with the 41-yard attempt, and it's through the uprights. Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock will continue to run. And that'll do it for the 1st half of this one. The Lions in command of this one, 24-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. A look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Packers are certainly losing because of it. It's hard to win when you play like that. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Drew Brees has played like a man possessed. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the 2nd half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. These guys are just rolling off the points. Just look at that number of drives and the number of touchdowns. That's efficiency.
We can't get cocky. We just have to keep after it and give them no chance to come back on us. Guys, back to you.
Susie, thank you. The Lions have yet another shot at scoring and are in command. Their offense takes the field and starts this drive at their own 22-yard line. Davenport will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up third down. Schlesinger will get the carry on third down and lowers his shoulder for the first. Davenport picks up about 2, and that brings up second down. Eventually slides down at the 45. It will be first down. Davenport gets the call on first down and heads wide left, tackled at the 46. Breeze passes this one for the play action, and it's bobbled and dropped incomplete. Carroll tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Driver grabs the fastball over the middle, and he's just barely past the markers for a first. Brooks throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped incomplete. Bailey makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Brooks throws a big high lob, and it's incomplete. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 40-yard line. Davenport chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Richards hauls in the pass and tries to get free. Finally stopped at the 39. That will bring up first down. Hunt crushes him behind the line at the 43. This one will fall incomplete. The 39. Barnett with the tackle as they start off at their own 20-yard line. Brooks rifles it out left side, and the ball is caught at the 27. Brought down hard at the 32. First down. Driver hauls it in right side, and that will be a gain of 3 yards. Green has his number called on second down and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Amon Green powered forward with the football thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Lions in command of this one, 24-0. Ferguson snags the dart right sideline, and they get the first. Green gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Green gets the toss and runs into traffic. Hunted down at the 31. That will bring up first down. Carries it past scrimmage and will gain close to 6. Franks catches the heater left sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. Brooks tips it to the left sideline, and it's good for a gain of 8. Green picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up first down. Green gets the call again, and heads left. He's in for the touchdown.
Mon Green jumps forward and hits the turf to get a little more on that huge play.
Well, he knew that if he stayed...
It's always nice to have him. And so far, he's got 62 yards and 1 touchdown.
It's good. They're setting up for the onside kick. Longwell bounces it up. Fitzsimmons hits it off the bounce at the 44. Tackled at the 45. Schlesinger loses 1 on the play, and that brings up second down. Davenport gets the handoff and heads upfield. Stopped at the 37. Davenport carries it for the 9th time and is dropped short of the markers. 4th down coming up. Schlesinger chews up 4 yards, and after they get past the markers and convert the 4th down. Barrels off his left guard and picks up a couple. Davenport takes his 10th carry of the game. The Packers take... Goes right up the middle, and the Packers will... Flips it. The Packers take a timeout. That's their final one. Davenport gets the call on 2nd down and heads left. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Cruises out to the left side and gets the first down. The clock continues to run. The Lions come out on top 24-7. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Lions stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Drew Brees is on the sidelines with Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You transcended the competition today. You just made it look easy tonight. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Man, you know our offensive line dominated all game long. They did a good job of protecting our quarterback, and they make some big gaps for our running backs. And it's all you people like to, look at the skill position players, but you got to appreciate those guys who do in the trenches.
Chris, back to you.
With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. Have a great night.
And what an emphatic victory it was. Drew Brees doing a great job in what is presumably his last game as the starting quarterback, 12 for 13 overall, 202 yards and 2 touchdowns, making just absolute mincemeat out of that Green Bay secondary. We love to see it. And also Aaron Brooks for 67 yards. I didn't notice that while I was editing at all. Amon Green was the high rusher of the day, 62 yards in total, but we did it by committee very much so, although Deshaun Foster did not have a good day. A handful of carries, only 16 yards. The touchdown going to Drew Brees on that scramble when he didn't like what he saw downfield, getting a touchdown out of it. On the receiving end, Brett Richards having a very good game, 4 receptions for 83 yards. Arnaz Battle and Neil Webster are right behind him with 38 and 28 yards apiece. We did a great job of keeping the Green Bay receivers in check, and of course Neil Webster did have that very smooth touchdown catch on the first time he was thrown to in this one. The Packers had a lot of tackles. We're going right into the assists, I guess. We're going for 4 assists for Roman, 3 for Barnett. You can see they had 7 and 8 tackles apiece. 1 sack on the day for Grady Jackson. We did a pretty good job of protecting the quarterback and, not as good a job of sacking the quarterback ourselves. The pass is deflected. Sam Farmer was capital B ballin' today. I'm really loving Sam Farmer in that starting number 1 cornerback spot. I think he is the cornerback of our future. And no interceptions in this one. Not something you see every day, but it's nice to see that sometimes the ball does not get picked off at all in a game. So, one more game left in the season. We are 10-4-1. The Minnesota Vikings are 11-4, and we're definitely playing for home field advantage. As you can see here, Minnesota going to 11-4 with their win over the Bears. Kansas City moves to 8-7. Tennessee is up there in the AFC, 13-2. Baltimore getting a win. Green Bay losing to us. And Jacksonville moving to 10-5. They're having a good season 3 in the dynasty run. Dallas is still defeated, 0-14-1 after losing to Washington. Seattle moves to 7-8. The Jets are 6-9. Pittsburgh is 12-3. Atlanta's 10-5, and Indianapolis moves up to 7-8 with their victories. And going down the rest of the week, St. Louis going 6-9, Cincinnati moving up to 10-5, Arizona going to 11-4, and Carolina going 7-8 in week 16. So that's going to do it for this episode. We've got a big one as we get into the 40s for this series, and we're going to go and play those Minnesota Vikings for a right at a first week bye. So if you think the Lions have a first week bye in the bag, make sure that you are indeed subscribed to the channel. We always live stream these games. It would be wonderful to have you on a live stream if you're able to make it, and always leaving a like and a comment helps us out as well. So thank you so much just for hanging out and watching, and as always, this is PMS 24/7. We will see you on the next one.